afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the Washington Nationals. Nationals baseball starts right now. Randy Johnson, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan, any thoughts?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
Now to the plate, here is Steve Sapp, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The second baseman, number 3.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Stepping in now, Dave Anderson, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. That's popped up. Galarraga in foul ground, but this will land untouched. 0-2, here it comes. This is flared out towards second, and that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Hey, not that bad of a pitch there, D-Roll, on 0-2. A little soft line drive, but a base hit is a base hit.
I know that upsets the guy on the mound, but I can't tell you how nice that feels for the batter. You know what? You battle. You keep the bat long enough in the zone, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you're able to fist it over the infield.
Let's still watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Hit out towards second, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Roll, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Standing in now, Mike Marshall. Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Well, some games take a little time to heat up, but not this one. We're just 5 batters in, and the bases are already juiced. Almost hate to say it, but this might be the turning point of the game already.
In now, Rick Dempsey as he grounds one briskly to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Looking to minimize the damage here as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
0-2, here it is. Popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. 0-2 on its way. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Nationals nothing. John Suter gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So now into the box is Tim Raines. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to first. He's right there. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
At the plate, Tracy Jones fouled off. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box now, Andres Galarraga. On, he pops it up. Stubbs trying to get there, and no one will get this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 1 inning in the books here. The Dodgers lead it 2-0. And stepping in, Franklin Stubbs.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead. That's how you bury someone.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates the pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a running game.
To the plate now, John Suter. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Steve Sapp. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Galarraga is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Huey Brooks. First pitch coming, here it is.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Batting fifth.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And the average big league shortstop can make every play. But can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.5 hole if you're playing shortstop. And that's what this guy does. He brings a different element to the game. He has got an absolute hand cannon.
And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Batting sixth, the catcher, number 22.
Striding in now for the Nats, number 22. He'll take his first hacks here. And the pitch. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and one.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
The 1-2. Two out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Anderson.
Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Dave Anderson. First pitch of the AB now. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Line drive to center field. And that's in for a base hit, his 2nd in as many trips to the plate. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Leadoff single to start the 3rd right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Stepping in now, Kirk Gibson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. The 1-0 pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Next up for Los Angeles, Mike Marshall. He collected a base hit his first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Rick Dempsey.
Now to bat, Rick Dempsey, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
The batter, number 31.
Standing in now, number 31. And he puts it on the ground to second. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First offering. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Next to dig in, Tom Foley. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He waits, now the pitch. And that misses ball 1.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
Hit out towards second. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
At the plate now, Randy Johnson. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. He tries the bare hand but can't make the play, and now everybody's safe.
Now batting, center fielder,
So now to the plate, Tim Raines standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Grounded to the right. And that is into right field, a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
In now, Tracy Jones, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? On the ground to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the tying run is in to score from third.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, Dero, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Into the box, Andres Galarraga, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at-bat.
2-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Drilled down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. 1 run is scored. As he arrives at second without a play, as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
Stepping in now, Huey Brooks. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Brooks tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Rex. Now the first pitch. There's a swinging bunt up the line, but that one rolls foul. Here's the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
4 runs here in this half inning. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, number 22, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
And the 32nd pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that will retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 3 innings complete. It's the Nationals 4 and the Dodgers 2.
Woodson.
Now to the plate, Tracy Woodson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on the way. Hit down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 22, Franklin Stubbs.
So next to bat will be Franklin Stubbs. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering. Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. So here now is the pitcher, John Suter. First pitch of the AB now. Now a little looper down the left field line. In there, a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Steve Sapp.
Standing in now, Steve Sapp. Swing and a liner. Raines is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. 2-out double left stranded. The 3 of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. At the plate now is Luis Rivera. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Ground ball right side. And that's the first out.
Foley.
Next, it'll be Tom Foley. He singled in his first AB. And now a pitch on the way. The 1-0 delivery. Grounded to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Randy Johnson. First pitch coming. Here it is. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
3-1 to him now. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Anderson will put this one away, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Anderson.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Dave Anderson. Pitch on the way. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Kirk Gibson, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit at third. There's one. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Plays like that right there, that's why you love playing the hot corner. No thinking involved. You're just reacting, diving towards the line. One step in a dive off your feet, that's why you play the position. Great play.
In now, Mike Marshall. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
To the plate now, Rick Dempsey, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And a double steal try here. Hit in the air down the right field line. Brooks is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, number 31.
Next, here is number 31, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to wiggle out of this, here it is, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Next for the Dodgers, Tracy Woodson trying here to plate the tying run from second. Alfredo Griffin we called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. He swings and lines it to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 4-4 game.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Into the box, Franklin Stubbs, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he fouls this one off. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Here's the 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Alfredo Griffin is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Tim Raines. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. As he runs up to bunt but can't make contact, that's strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The 3-2 one more time, and it's fouled away. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Heading out towards shallow right. Gibson is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
The left fielder, number 24, Tracy Jones.
And now here is Tracy Jones, singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And they start him out away with a called strike.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit, froze him, but just missed the zone.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's another 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
There's a changeup down in the zone. Not a bad pitch, but with 2 strikes, not the kind of pitch you're looking for, 0-1 or 0-2.
Sometimes you got to scramble those, Danny. It's a testament to all the work he's been putting in underneath in the tunnel, staying through the baseball.
At the plate now, Andres Galarraga, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-1 pitch. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Now another 1-2. Fifth inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Number 7,
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Huey Brooks, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. Jones at second with 2 down. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. For the first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1 left for Washington. 5 innings complete. This ball game's even at 4-4. John Dobson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Jeff Hamilton will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. Now here's the first offering. As he hits one on a line to left field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in now, Steve Sapp. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up, and there's out number 2.
now batting, shortstop, Dave Anderson.
And now Dave Anderson. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch on its way. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So we'll go at least one at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. Into the box now, Kirk Gibson, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Brooks gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1. Through 5.5, we're tied at 4. Don Sutton enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Now at the plate, Rex. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
The third baseman, number 25.
Mike Shasha is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. Now here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy's able to put bat on baseball and find a way to hit a soft liner to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Rex aboard here at first with nobody out. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Standing in now, Luis Rivera, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer?
And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Ready now is Tom Foley, a hit in 2 tries so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
The 1-1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. From the belt, the pitch, and he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Nationals leave 1. 6 innings are in the books, all square, 4-4.
Marshall.
7th inning ready to roll, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Mike Marshall. First pitch of the AB now. Now the 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out. That was a really tough play, so we want to take another look at it with Show Track. He got a solid read off the bat. The route efficiency was good, and he ended up covering more than 120 feet to make that play. Really remarkable. So now to the plate, Mike Shasha. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
To the plate now, number 31, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Swing and a liner, but this will get foul for strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we are tied 4-4. Mike Fitzgerald is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Popped him up. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Next up is Tim Raines. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0, center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. All knotted up, 4-4 the score here in the 7th. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Number 31 comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Now into the box, Tracy Jones. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still all square at 4 apiece. Number 38 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 38.
And now in the box, Alfredo Griffin, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Striding in is Franklin Stubbs. Flew out last time up. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. And if you start to think about a pinch hitter, here's what the Dodgers have remaining on their bench. Mike Davis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. He's set and the pitch. Runner goes for second. Reined in. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. To second for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 4-4. Alejandro Pena is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Andres Galarraga. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
At the plate, Huey Brooks. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Digging in next, Rex. First offering on its way. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Strike 2 on the curveball, 0-2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
From the belt, the pitch. struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, number 22, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. The 0-1 in the dirt here. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. The set and the 1-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. One left for Washington. This game's all tied at 4. Jeff Parrott will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Steve Sapp. First pitch on its way. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Liner towards second on a base hit. So a great start to the 9th as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
At the plate now, Dave Anderson. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 1-1 pitch.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that, and as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Into the box, Kirk Gibson pitches a cold strike. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. And he just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Fastball well outside.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Spin and a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
The catcher, number 18.
So the next to bat will be Mike Shasha. He singled first time up. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
Sapp over at second. Marshall on at first with 2 down. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
One and one, the pitch. And he doesn't get much on the swing here as this is pulled down the first base line. On the first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. Score remains tied at 4. So here is Luis Rivera. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. A 1 pitch on its way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The 0-2 home. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Dave Martinez gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Ready with the 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1-2. Here it is. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Nationals gone in order. Still all square at 4 apiece. Mike Smith takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Digging in, the switch hitter, number 31. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The third baseman, number 7, Alfredo Griffin.
Next to stand in is Alfredo Griffin, grounded out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. And he popped him up. Foley into shallow center. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The first baseman, number 22, Franklin Stubbs.
Stepping up is Franklin Stubbs. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Now the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. One and one to the Dodgers' first baseman. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Dodgers down in order. This game's all tied at 4. Into the box, Tim Raines. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
From the stretch. Hit back up the middle. And this is going to get through into center, so there's your possible winning run aboard on the leadoff single.
Love the approach right there to get on base with a leadoff knock to start the bottom of the 10th. They don't want this game to go any farther than this. They want to end it right now. Let's see how the manager plays this.
Jay Howell comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here. Standing in now, Tracy Jones. Now a bunt attempt here, and this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. The winning run is at first base. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Andres Galarraga, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Possible winning run on first, one man away. And they go away here. It's a cold strike, 0-2.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on the base pass and just attack the zone.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Now back, right fielder, Huey.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Huey Brooks. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were two bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes one swing.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
In now, Rex. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Nats leave a pair. Score remains tied at 4. Mickey Hatcher is going to grab a bat now, so he'll be asked to get things started in the top half of the 11th. First offering as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, one away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Steve Sapp. And now the first pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
0-1, here it comes. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Swing and a line drive. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Dave Anderson swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Comes set, the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Still all square at 4 apiece. Ramon Martinez takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Now at the plate is number 22. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The pitch. And it's 1-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Rocket to third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Shortstop, Luis Rivera.
Next, it'll be Luis Rivera. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Now back.
Now it'll be Tom Foley. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system.
Oh, way to get dirty. He gathers the throw. Just late. He's safe. Despite the great effort, the winning run is on base. And if the Nationals decide to pinch hit here, there you get a look at what remains on their bench to choose from. Otis Nixon will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. 1-0 the count. A ball and no strikes. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising, first 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
3-1. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Here's the first pitch.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
And it's quickly 0-2. Left side, but well foul. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Fouled off. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it as the winning run is stranded to end the inning. Nats leave a pair. This game's all tied. Gene Harris gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning. Stepping in once again is Kirk Gibson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Fouled away. Swinging a looper to left. Left fielder coming in. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
The left fielder, number 5, Mike Marshall.
Stepping in now, Mike Marshall, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
The catcher, number 14, Mike. See outside.
Into the box now, Mike Shasha, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Brooks has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
The batter, number 31.
So next to hit is number 31. He grounded out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1 ball, no strikes the count.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Gibson at second. Marshall is over at first with 1 away. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Now the 1-2 pitch. It's sharply toward third. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
Number 7, Alfredo Griffin.
At the plate now, Alfredo Griffin hit back toward the mound. Fielded cleanly. There's 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Digging in will be Franklin Stubbs. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Raines will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. And now we'll see if what's left of this crowd can rally their troops. Bottom of the 12th inning coming up. Dodgers lead this one 5-4. Jesse Orozco is on now, hoping to finally wrap things up in the bottom of the 12th. Leading off the inning, it'll be Tracy Jones, and they could use a spark from him here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, what a dive. The throw. It's late. He's safe. Impressive play. Can't quite get him. And now the potential tying run is aboard. And we'll take a look into that Dodger bullpen, as with matchup problems looming, we'll see if they decide to make a move here. Standing in now, Andres Galarraga, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Andres Galarraga is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Into the box, Huey Brooks. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Runner at second here with one man out. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he popped him up. Anderson into shallow left. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, number 25.
Next up, Rex. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Jones stands at second with two gone. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Last strike now for the Nats. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers finally put this one to bed in 12 innings as the ball game is over. A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Dodgers put on a show with the bats, collecting 17 hits in the game. Ramon Martinez earns the victory on the mound. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.